Fox Sports.
We are Fox Sports. We are LA.
Game 2 of this three-game set against the Seattle Mariners tonight from the Big A. The Halos had come from behind fashion last night for the 47th time. Picked up the opening game of the series and see what the Angels have in store on Fan Appreciation Day. We welcome you inside our broadcast booth and back to Angels Baseball here on Fox Sports West along with Mark Gubicza. I'm Victor Rojas. So glad you could join us, and last night was a lot of fun. There's no question about that. We've seen it quite a bit this year, and as I just mentioned, 47th time tying a team record.
And again, coming back against Seattle, you saw the smile on Mike Scioscia's face after that game, high five, and is able to come back. Mike Trout, as usual, at the beginning of it, hits a home run there, second home run of the game for Trout. And then all of a sudden, you felt good about that comeback once again. Albert Pujols scoring on a single. Then Luis Valbuena with 2 on, double right down the line, scores 2, and the comeback is complete. Take the lead, able to hold on to that. And what a victory that was last night for the Angels against Seattle. Once again, the rivals these two teams are, but I'll tell you what, the team really had a lot of energy. The stands, a lot of energy for that comeback again last night.
Halos trying to get to an even 500 to end the season. They'll need to win tonight as well as tomorrow afternoon. At least you got something to play for. Not only that, knock the Seattle Mariners a little bit further away from you as you finish up the 2017 campaign. Ricky Nolasco's on the mound for the Angels. Andrew Albers, the lefty's on the mound for the Seattle Mariners. We're just about ready for baseball here at the Big A. Sit back, relax. Going to bring you lineups in the first pitch when we return.
Brought to you by our local Southern California Land Rover retailers. By Jack in the Box. Come try the new $4.99 Smoky Jack Burger Combo with small fries and a small drink. Limited time only. And by your local Toyota dealers. Let's go places.
Welcome back out to the Big A. Game 2 of this 3-game set against the visiting Seattle Mariners. It is a gorgeous night for baseball here. And Fan Appreciation Day. A lot of gifts will be given away. And it was nice to see all of the folks that work in this ballpark, whether ushers or concessionaires, parking attendants, being honored on the field with their Angels jerseys on. And Hardy and Carol Moreno out there, along with Mike Socha, Billy Yepler, John Carpino, Dennis Kuhl, to say thank you for the wonderful work that all of those employees do on a daily basis for those 81 days here at the Big A.
Exactly right, Victor. And we get the chance to have conversations with a lot of them every single day. And just being around them, their positive energy has been awesome throughout this entire season.
The other thing that we saw before the game today was the Angels announcing their team MVP and pitcher of the year. And the Angels have 2 MVPs this year, and rightfully so. Mike Trout and Andrelton Simmons winning the team MVP, and then Yusmeiro Petit taking home the Nick Adenhart trophy for pitcher of the year.
Yeah, we talked about that a lot as far as the team MVP with Trout. You know, you're always going to think Mike Trout, but Andrelton Simmons has done so much this season. What a great story. Yusmeiro Petit, a non-roster invitee to spring training, and what a season he has had.
Been absolutely fantastic. See the Angels taking the field. We'll check out Scott Service and his starting lineup for game number 161. 77 and 83 for the Seattle Mariners. It'll be Ben Gamble leading things off at left. Mitch Haniger's at right. Robinson Cano at second. Nelson Cruz at DH. Kyle Seager at third. Yonder Alonso tonight gets to start at first. Carlos Ruiz behind the plate. Gordon Beckham's the shortstop. We've got Jacob Hanneman is batting ninth and playing center field. Ricky Nolasco's on the mound. This will be his 33rd and final appearance of the season. 6 and 15 with a 5.02 earned run average.
Yeah, we talked about him a little bit on the pregame show. Also about that ability to pitch backward using that fastball in secondary pitch counts and going with that break a ball when they're sitting on a fastball, especially a couple hitters in the lineup for Seattle tonight. Cruz and Cano have pretty good numbers against Nolasco in their careers. Avoid those in those big RBI situations.
Check out the defense tonight behind Nolasco, and very similar to what we've seen last night. Upton, Trout, and Calhoun in the outfield. Valbuena, Simmons, Phillips, and Chrome from third and first. And after a night off, Martin Maldonado back in there.
And packed behind the plate once again. Martin Maldonado has thrown out 39% of base stealers this season, but 131st start at that catching position. Leads the American League in that category. The last Angel to lead in that category, 1986, was Bob Boone. 137 starts behind the plate.
Well, the Angels still with the chance to finish off at an even 500 with the victory last night, 79 and 81. They lead the majors in 47 come from behind victories. And if they have another one, although it's, you know, let's not fall behind again. Let's just take a lead and finish it off and go ahead and finish 500 without setting a new record.
No need to do that today.
Too much heartburn.
Yeah.
It's killing us.
Yeah.
I've gone through so much Pepsi AC this year. It's just wearing me out.
Yes, you have. Get that early lead and add on, and continue to add on as the game progresses.
Wonder how long the starters will stay in the game. I can't imagine they'll be in there tomorrow, but you never know. Maybe for a couple of innings just to start off the game. Nolasco's last start against the White Sox gave up 4 runs, 2 earned on 7 hits and 5 innings of work as they clear the field behind the plate. Last faced Seattle on September the 8th up at Safeco. Took the loss, and now we're giving up 4 runs. First one tonight is in there for a strike. And Gamble, the left fielder, hitting .278, 11 home runs, 59 runs batted in. Pops this one up on the third base side. Valbuena is over there. Go down.
With a jam him on that pitch. And the importance for Nolasco to have hitters look secondary pitches and get that fastball, especially in jamming hitters, not let their arms get extended. Number of hitters in this lineup for Seattle, some power in this lineup, especially the middle part. They get their arms extended, they could do some damage.
First one to Haniger upstairs. .275 hitter this season with 16 home runs, 47 runs batted in. Slow breaking ball, evens the count. There's Conroy calling the balls and strikes tonight. Laz Diaz at first, Jerry Meals at second, Ron Kulpa over at third. The umpiring crew tonight.
An all-speed pitch right there for Ricky Nolasco.
One, two. Fastball just misses. Haniger last night ended up going 1 for 5. Double. 7th inning. 22 of those this year for him. Full count.
One thing we've seen from Haniger throughout this entire season is the ability to hit the ball the other way. Pretty solid player.
Let's shoot this one out to right center field. What were you saying?
His ability to drive and not only hit the ball hard, hit it with authority and get some lift to it the other way.
1 out, double puts a man in scoring position for Robinson Cano.
Well, that staying back on the baseball, letting it travel was away, was about belt high. A lot of times you see hitters try to pull that, still able to get the barrel. That was his game plan there. Try to drive it that way and hits it well to the gap. 23rd double of the season.
So Cano comes to the play with a man in scoring position. 1 for 5 game last night, had an RBI single. Looking to strike. 281 average, 23 home runs, 97 driven home.
Back-to-back splitters by Nolasco against Robinson Cano. Mentioned the two of them, Cano and Cruz, very good numbers against Nolasco. 346 for Cano, 9 for 26 with 3 home runs, 4 RBI.
So 2 splitters and a breaking ball. That's 1 and 2. Nolasco this year at home, 3-6 with a 4.77 ERA compared to the 3-9 mark. And ERA north of 5 out on the road. Flipped down towards shallow center field. Trout is not going to get there. It's going to fall in. Haniger is going to be waved home. The throw from Trout looks like it's a good one, and they're going to get him. 2 down.
The co-MVP of the team, Mike Trout, on the defensive end here, picking up his 5th outfield assist this season on a perfect throw and tag by Martin Maldonado at the dish. Charged it well, got behind the baseball, good throwing position, and a perfect throw, one hopper, and then the tag eventually applied to Haniger at the plate. Nice job by Mike Trout. Perfect throw. The angle he came in throwing that baseball, Haniger tried to avoid the tag, did not do so.
So Cano on board with a single. Here's Cruz.
That 5th outfield assist of the season. Last 2 years, career highs at 7 outfield assists for Trout.
Nelson Cruz homered last night, his 39th of the year. 1 for 4 game, was also intentionally walked.
25th career outfield assist for Trout.
Good off speed. 1-1. Ricky Nolasco, the man who owns the most starts for the Angels over the last 2 seasons. The Angels picked him up last season from the Twins. Tells you all the injuries the Angels have had to that rotation. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Shut out these Seattle Mariners here at the Big A back on July 1st.
Pretty good hack. Off the plate, too. Talk about plate coverage. Even the pitch that he hit out last night from Tyler Skaggs was a pretty good pitch. It was up and in.
Yeah, I was talking to him about that. He goes, that wasn't that bad of a pitch. I said, the only thing that came into play for that was that break ball was similar plane on that inside part of the plate. So he brought his hands inside that baseball, and he hit it a long way.
Breaking ball a little bit high. Full count. Cano will take off here on the next pitch. Called strike 3. Cruz goes down looking. We'll head to the bottom of the fourth with no score, courtesy of that guy.
And Mike Trout got behind that baseball very well. The momentum going forward, and a one-hop strike to Martin Maldonado, who applied the tag. No run scored.
First inning, we'll check out Mike Scioscia's lineup for the second to last game of the season. Calhoun, Trout, and Upton the top third of the order. Then you've got Pujols, Phillips, and Simmons in the middle third. Cron, Valbuena, Maldonado rounding out that starting nine as they take on the 31-year-old left-hander, native of North Battleford, Saskatchewan, Canada. Andrew Albers is on the mound. Spot start for him. He wasn't scheduled to get the start tonight.
Yeah, and Albers not an overpowering with his fastball. It's going to be around 87 to 90 range. He'll throw a slider, curve, and changeup. My go-tos to be successful against him is don't chase that changeup and drive that slider he throws to the gaps.
Cole fouls the first one. .242 average for Cole, 18 home runs, 70 runs batted in. One for 4 game last night for Calhoun. Picked up an infield base hit against Mark Sipchinski, the lefty. Brought him in to face Cole. They did that with 2 outs, and it was that infield base hit that kept the inning alive. Valbuena was the next batter, a pinch hitter. Of course, he delivered that bloop double down the right field line. It actually proved to be the game-winning hit. Sipchinski suffered the loss.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I love that energy of Luis Valbuena when he got the second. Saluted the dugout. He's pretty pumped up about getting that double, driving in 2 go-ahead runs for Luis Valbuena.
Two balls, 2 strikes. Albers picked up on July 21st. Checked out. It was August for him. He got purchased from the Atlanta Braves system. Gone 12-3 with a 2.61 ERA. AAA this year, 26 games, 17 starts. It's the second time the Angels have faced him.
Good hack there by Calhoun, 89-mile-an-hour fastball. Albers tried to get it inside, had a good hack at it. I would imagine now Cole will see a breaking ball. Pretty solid that last time out in 100 pitches thrown in 6 innings.
Eephus pitch grazes the shoulder. Angels get their leadoff man on board.
Always good to see the leadoff man get on board, especially with Mike Trout coming into play. What he did last night was worthy of a Carl's Cam replay in the first inning. Mike Trout, for the 10th time against Seattle, homers. First at bat, career number 200 as far as big flies for Trout. And then in the 8th to get that comeback started. Home run number 201, 25th career home run, to make that 26th career home run against Seattle.
.309 average, 33 jacks, 72 runs batted in now. 25 doubles, 3 triples, 446 on base percentage. No balls, 2 strikes. Even missing the time that Trout did, he's going to set a new career high for on base percentage and slugging. Just got jammed in on the hands enough. Hanneman puts it away, 1 down. Take a look at the defense for Seattle tonight. You've got Gamble, Hanneman, and Haniker in the outfield. Seager, Beckham, Cano, and Alonso from third to first. Ruiz behind the plate.
And Alonso getting that start tonight for Seattle at first base. Was an all-star this season with the Oakland Athletics. Committed 10 errors. He's been involved in 96 double plays turned this season for Yonder Alonso. Pretty solid defender at first base.
Here's Upton. Just to finish that note on Trout, previous high on base percentage was last year, 441.
That led baseball in that category.
Previous high slugging, 590, which also led baseball. That was in 2015. Of course, that sets up the career high in OPS at 1,084 this year.
You can see quite a few off-speed pitches. Pretty effective fastball, though, for Albers as far as locating the pitch. You're getting that fastball by a power hitter like Justin Upton. Fastballs are pretty effective for him. Just a 230 batting average versus his fastballs. 3 home runs allowed, 333. Batting average with 4 home runs versus slider, curve, and changeup. That's why as you sit at home, if you're a young pitcher, location of a fastball still a very effective pitch. Even though it's not overpowering, if you spot it well, you get some outs with 230 batting average versus a fastball that's going to be 87 to 90 maybe at most.
1-2. Got him. Fastball upstairs. 2 down.
In my Hyundai key for the Angels to be successful tonight against Seattle. A little skid row, delivering the goods. That means driving in some base runners. And Albert Pujols has done that well again this season with 100 RBI. Justin Upton just struck out, 109 RBI. And on base, drive them home, delivering the goods. The RBIs getting the early lead. already from homers. He's establishing that four-seam fastball upstairs.
Cole was hit by a pitch. Trying to fly ball to center and up to the strikeout. We stand right now here at the bottom of the first. Off speed and at the knees. Albert last night 0 for, check that, 2 for 4. Single and a double. Stole a base. His third of the season. More stolen bases than Carlos Correa.
We'll have to try to remind him of that next season when we see him. I'm sure Albert will too.
Or whatever it's worth.
Yeah. He had a good laugh at Robinson Cano earlier this season when he picked up his second stolen base.
Snapped the tie between the two.
Yep.
Out to center again, in on the hands. Hanneman will put it away, and we'll head to the second with no score here at the Big A. Will be coming through the gates next year. Will you be one of them? Place your deposit for 2018 Angels season seats by visiting angels.com/season seats or calling 888-796-HALO today for more information. 15 straight years. Yeah, do it today. Do it right now. Seager, Alonso, and Ruiz for Seattle here in the second. One ball, one strike. Kyle Seager, 251 on the season, 26 home runs. Hit that 26th last night. A couple of hits with a home run and a single. Scored twice.
And that was the one pitch that Tyler Skaggs felt he would like to have back. That curveball he threw back-to-back ones to Seager, and we didn't get quite down exactly where he wanted it to.
Jammed him, popped up. Simmons cutting out. One down.
First baseman, number 10,
So Yonder Alonso will come to the plate. First action of the series. Valencia got the start over at first base last night for Seattle. 265, 27 home runs, 66 runs batted in, an all-star. As a member of the Oakland Athletics this year. Prior to the trade to Seattle. Always hacking first pitch, fouls it off. 0-1.
And we talked about and showed some different graphics from him in the past as far as this season, though, as far as that creating that launch angle to hit more home runs, 27 of them this season, way above his career high in the past. So he's trying to hit the ball in the air. Used to be a guy that made a lot of contact, hit a lot of ground balls.
Two-one count. Good piece of hitting, and it's a one-out single for Alonso.
He stayed back very well on that off-speed pitch and lined it the other way.
Catcher, number 52,
Stayed back well. He's drifting away and lines it into left center field. Really good piece of hitting for Alonso.
So Carlos Ruiz, the catcher, at the plate. 221 on the season. Ruiz 3 for 13 against the Angels this season.
Rolled into 4 double plays. Velasquez had 11 double plays turned behind him. Real good off-speed pitch again for Velasquez.
One, two. Just missed below the strike zone, according to Fox Tracks. Taylor's coming into play tonight with a 42-37 record here at home.
That's a good pitch right there. Velasquez wanted that one. I don't blame him. Lower part of the strike zone, right at the knees. Easy could have been a call, third strike.
He walks him. The pitch nowhere near the strike zone. 2 on with 1 out.
Shortstop, number 6, Gordon Beckham.
Almost looked like a frustrated pitch there from Velasquez after not getting the call of the pitch before. Actually, a couple pitches were borderline during that sequence. You got to move on quickly.
Gordon Beckham at the plate. Came on defensively last night. 2 for 10 on the season at the major league level. 83 games at AAA this year. Hit .262 with Tacoma Rainiers. Beckham now 31 years of age. 33 pitches for Ricky, 1 strikeout, 3 hits, 1 walk.
'91 on that fastball. So far his fastball 87 to 91 range for Nolasco. We've seen his fastball times 90 to 93 range.
Off speed, pulled to third. Valbuena's got it on 1 hop. Turns it into a round the horn double play. We'll head to the bottom of the second. Scoreless. Every pitch hit and strikeout. Every out inning and game has led to this. The only thing that matters now is October. Tune in for the ALDS beginning Thursday on FS1.
Set up now with Boston winning the AL East today. The winner of that wild card game between the Twins and the Yankees in New York take on Cleveland. Boston taking on Houston. You look at the National League. Congratulations to Bud Black and the Colorado Rockies clinching that wild card, taking on Torey Lovella, former Angel. But the Diamondbacks done a great job managing that club. What a turnaround for the Diamondbacks this season where they were last year. They'll take on the Dodgers, the winner of that. What a matchup too between the Nationals and the Cubs. The reigning champs, Chicago Cubs.
Max Scherzer came out of a start today.
That's big news too when you think about the Nationals. Bryce Harper back in their lineup. That's going to be a great series. Some pretty good matchups in the postseason. World Series starts on October 24th on Fox.
Hit to third. Seager's got it. Phillips squares it up, but it's the first down of the second.
Stay back on this pitch. Lines it. Seager won a Gold Glove before at third base. Look, gets that line drive from Brandon Phillips.
Angels co-MVP, hitting .279, 14 home runs, 69 runs batted in.
That's the fastball you want to jump on against Albers, that fastball down. Although the numbers this season for Anthony Simmons much better on high pitches, but that's a pretty good pitch to drive. So numbers versus high pitches this season, third in baseball behind Eric Hosmer and Buster Posey. 364 for Simba on elevated pitches. 14 home runs, 37 doubles, 2 triples, 19 stolen bases for the Angels co-MVP Anthony Simmons this season.
And he works the walk. 1 out, 3 pass. Puts a man on for C.J. Cron.
47th walk, also a career high for Anthony Simmons. Just 1 stolen base away from 20. Though Albers has not allowed a stolen base against him this season. He's only allowed 2 stolen bases in 4 attempts in his career. He's got a pretty good move to first. He's got to guess right, go on first movement if he's going to be successful against him.
Thrown to .248 on the year, 16 home runs, 56 runs batted in. Send it easily back. No balls, 2 strikes. No hits allowed yet by Albers. Hit batter. Calhoun to the first. A walk to Simmons. Down goes Cron. 2 down. So we'll bring up Valbuena with 2 outs and a man on. Shift on for Valbuena. Double hit last night. His 14th of the year. 63 RBIs. 0-1. .108 batting average against left-handed pitching this year. 4 for 37.
And it's looking for one of those all-speed pitches that end up drifting on the inner part of the plate. See if he can drive it. Stayed on that inner part of the plate with a fastball. Missed location, missed the pitch though.
So a breaking ball, top of foul. Let's play by Alfredo. So back to last night's pinch hit double.
Huge double there. Fastball inside part of the plate with 2 on. That double down the right field line. Not only driving one in, but 2 the go-ahead runs as the Angels came back for the 47th time of this season, tying a club record set in 2009.
It's not an easy pitch to pull like that from Diaz. Good fuzz. That ball hung up there forever, too.
Yeah. Saying that was a perfect punt.
Taylor Motter, the right fielder, is maybe shading a little bit toward the alley.
Not anticipating pulling that fastball, that firm of a fastball from Diaz. A couple fastballs right in that same exact spot, just missed that one.
Swinging the fastball away. That's the third strikeout. Now it's picked up. We're through 2 with no score. Hey, join us for the last regular season home game of 2017 with the Mariners and Angels wrapping this one up tomorrow. Remember, it's a 12:07 start tomorrow. Visit the Angel Stadium box office or go to angels.com to get your tickets. No score, top of the third. 9-1-2 coming up for Seattle. Jacob Hanneman, the center fielder. Waiver claim on September 4th from the Cubs. First taste of big league life so far this year. 2 for 13. No extra base hits. Third round pick out of BYU by the Cubs in 2013. 2.
A good feel for that split finger fastball tonight for Nolasco.
Little dribbler. Goes foul.
And pitching backwards. All speed count. Got a fastball. Barely made contact.
Two. Off speed, popped him up. Valbuena, Simmons. At least calling for it. All the way.
So far, that all-speed stuff has worked very well for Nolasco. Look at his numbers this season. He used a fastball, 320 batting average, 23 home runs allowed against his fastball. That's 2 and 4-seam fastball. Although his split curve and slider, very effective, 241 batting average against those pitches.
Toward right, not very deep. Cole has to come in on it. 2 down. Gamble 0 for 2.
Going out in front of that pitch, lazy fly ball to right field.
Number 17, Mitch Haniger.
Haniger had a pretty good hack against Nolasco, hitting the ball to right center field, stayed back on a fastball belt high away. Good slow curve. That knuckle curve's been effective too. It's going to be 73 to 77 range for Nolasco.
Haniger double to the alley in right center field in the first, 23rd double of the year. Breaks his bat and hits with the center. Barrel ends up just to the left of the pitcher's mound. Nolasco will pick it up. 2-out single.
Number 22, Robinson.
Runs that fastball 2-seamer in, shatters the bat. Handle. Only thing left of that bat. Ends up with a base hit up the middle. 2 hits in the game for Haniger. That was 14th hit this season against the Angels, 14 for 42. It's over 300 batting average. Pretty decent speed also, 5 stolen bases at first.
Cano flared a single to center his first inning at bat. No score. We're in the third. 2 quick outs. Now a single by Haniger. Now toward left. Upton's got to go back a little bit. Head to the bottom of the third inning with no score. 9-1-2 coming up for the Halos.
The third inning, and it is Fan Appreciation Night here at the Big A. Alex Curry here with your 2017 Angel Fan of the Year, Logan of Baseball and Bubblegum, today proving once again why he won that award, granting 2 wishes today. First, to 8-year-old Cameron right here. Cameron, you want to look at the camera right over there? Who's living with Down syndrome? The 19-year-old Katie Monson, who is battling stage 4 brain cancer. Now, Katie was a freshman at UCLA when she started getting double vision, went in to get some tests done, found out she had brain cancer, had her first brain surgery in May, and another one this past Wednesday. She said cancer may be taking her life, but it's not going to take her wish to meet her favorite Angels. Now, Victor and Gooby, you met Katie today. It is truly incredible that it's only been 3 days since she had brain surgery, because she was in such high spirits and really smiling ear to ear today.
She really was, and it was a pleasure to get a chance to hang out with her and her dad and her sister, and just be able to spend some time with her. I know you, Gooby, had gone through the situation with your youngest daughter several years ago, and you were talking to Katie quite a bit about it, but just 3 days ago, and the attitude, the smile on her face, just a pure joy to see her out here. And I'm sure it took a lot of energy for her to be out here, but she enjoyed every minute of it.
It was magical to be around that positive energy, the smile she had on her face, to meet some of her, her idols, get a chance to get a kiss from Mike Trout and a baseball signed by Tim Salmon. I mean, it was all the things that came into perfect place. She's been going to a lot of Angel games since she was just a young child, but just to get that moment and see the players come by, I'll tell you what, you get goosebumps thinking of that.
Yeah, Logan continued to do his terrific work, and that's why the Angels nominated him as the Angels Fan of the Year. Won the award. Maldonado fouls this one back, so the count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes.
I'll tell you what, he is priceless. He is fun to be around. What he has done, just because he loves what he's doing, making people smile.
Popped over here at the top of the first inning. Said my mom said I could try to photobomb you guys. That's what he said. Top of the first, 2 batters in. He's in our booth hanging out.
Yep. Well, it's amazing as players and athletes, the chance you can to put a smile on someone's face. That is absolutely priceless. And Mike Trout was able to do that for Katie today. That was a great moment.
The Angels looking for their first hit. They've had a couple of base runners, a hit by pitch and a walk. I guess they have to have a conversation here in the 3rd inning.
You would think he's had such an effective fastball upstairs. That's the pitch you would go with.
Becoming an epidemic, all of these meetings.
That'll be something I think will be addressed during the offseason and coming into next year, just the pace of play.
One down, 3 consecutive strikeouts now for Albers, 4 in the game. Top of the order, Calhoun coming up.
Checking in on that game down in Miami for Carlos Stanton, trying to hit number 60 as far as home runs. 1 for 5 in the game. They have 10 runs, 18 hits, but no home run tonight from Stanton.
The other thing I'm looking at scoreboard-wise is best overall record in baseball. Dodgers with 102 wins, tied with the Rockies currently. And the Indians with 101 wins on the season, trailing the White Sox 2-1 in the 8th.
Dodgers' magic number to clinch the best record in all of baseball is 1.
Hit up toward the middle. Cano's not going to get there with the shift on, and the Angels have their first hit of the night. Cole's been on board twice.
Number 27, Mike Trout.
Trout with 26 career home runs against Seattle, most versus any opponent. Would not be surprised if he's ready to attack a first pitch if it's anywhere near the strike zone.
Fly ball to center field his first time up.
Backdoor and a slider, upper part of the strike zone, got the call. Couple off-speed pitches. Wonder if he'll try to sneak a fastball by Trout. See if Trout's ready.
Underneath this one. Shallow right field. Haniker coming in to no calling for it. 2 down.
Got him with an 87-mile-an-hour fastball.
Number 9, Justin Upton.
Upton struck out in the first. One 1. 4 hits for Seattle, 1 for the Angels. Doesn't get to get a man in a scoring position.
That pitch right there. Good hack against that one. That looked like one of those pitches you can get those runners across, 2 of them being on the big fly with this pitch. Hanging breaker ball. Talked about the need to hit those sliders, those hanging sliders to the gap. Had a pitch to do it.
Two. That's yanked foul, heads up, incoming. Hopefully that didn't get anybody. And unfortunately, I think it did. Two balls, 2 strikes on Upton. 2-2. Foul back. Headed out of play.
Long at bat here for Upton.
Two balls, 2 strikes still. 8 pitches so far. Up to the scene with 2 outs. Calhoun over at first.
And the more pitches you see during a sequence in an at bat, more apt you're going to get a mistake to hit.
Cole's going to take off on this pitch with 2 outs. And that is a base hit to right.
What a piece of hitting right there.
Cole's going to try to go to third. The throw from Haniger looks like it's a good one, but a little bit offline. First and third, 2 down for Pujols.
Yeah, we talked about that in the pregame show. Some really aggressive, good base running. That ball was hit very hard by Upton to right field. Haniger with a strong throwing arm. He took that shot to go to third. Fastball away, then try to pull it, stay back, lines that one in the right field. And Cole avoiding the baseball and then being aggressive. And Haniger's throw just a little bit off the bag as Cole gets into third base. Good base running again. Like Cole Calhoun, we saw it last night too. Good 10 pitch at bat, won by Justin Upton.
Albert a fly ball to center. Takes a strike. Or 2. Albert's about to throw 60th pitch of the night. We're in the third. Halos get their first man in scoring position on that single by Upton. Last night, 3 for 12. Such situations. Albert, a little flare out to right field. Haniger's there. Angels are done here in the third. We're off to the 4th inning. Still no score. That Colin Cowherd and Michael Vick have all the latest breaking news and updates you need to start your football Sunday. Fox NFL Kickoff Sunday, 8 a.m. Pacific. That's mañana. No score. Top of the fourth. Cruz, Seager, and Alonso coming up. Gibby's ready for his Eagles to take on the Los Angeles Chargers. Get your jersey ready and everything.
Well, Tom Gregorio wore it a little bit earlier today. Bullpen coach, yeah. The bet we had, Giants-Eagles game. He was really proud to wear that Eagle jersey today, I'm sure, as a Giant fan.
Yeah, it's a wonderful picture that you showed me.
Yes.
Him wearing that jersey.
Yes, yes, it was.
Really happy. Nelson Cruz struck out looking in the first. The only strikeout for Ricky Nolasco. 1 walk. 4 hits allowed.
Good slow knuckle curve.
Cruz foul tips down, went into the mid. 1 down. Nelson trying to sell it. Hit the ground. There's Tom Gregorio.
Yeah, he's looking in. Wonder if we're talking about him here tonight. He really loved putting that jersey on today.
Laz Diaz saying that ball did hit the ground, so just a foul ball. I still think he's a little chapped though.
Yeah,
he looks very angry on that.
Well, the bet was if somehow the Giants would have won that game, which I mean, it was never in doubt, was it?
Yes.
61-yard field goal. That
Yes.
was an automatic, right?
Yeah.
I would have had wear a New York Giants jersey for the opening of our telecast, so I felt pretty good about that win. Mike Trout made sure he gave him a jersey also. He was involved in that bet with Tom Gregorio.
Laz Diaz, Nolasco's angry. This is the last pitch. They're saying that ball hit the ground.
I'm not so sure that hit.
No, and Nolasco called out Chris Conroy, the home plate umpire, and showed him the baseball and said, where is the ball marked on the ground? Or by the ground, I should say. Then he had some words from Diaz. One and 2.
And a quick look over at Laz Diaz for Ricky Nolasco. That's almost the exact same spot. Splitter, both of them at 80 miles an hour. Splitter running down, swing and miss, caught in the air by Maldonado for a punch out. The second time of the game and the at bat.
Seager popped out to Simmons in the second. Chrome will take it himself. 2 down.
Ricky Nolasco so far into the 4th inning, no runs allowed. Mentioned that shutout he had against Seattle back on July 1st. One of his last shutouts by Angels starters since 2016. Weave with one against Oakland. Remember that one well. That was on Father's Day. Shoemaker picking up his first career shutout, and Ricky Nolasco the last 2 shutouts thrown by Angels pitchers. Versus Cincinnati, and then mentioned that one July 1st against Seattle. Tell you what, he's thrown a lot of off-speed pitches. He's had a good feel for that splitter. So far in this game, really, when you look at percentages, more off-speed pitches thrown than fastballs tonight for Nolasco.
Oh, 2.
Fastball there, 92. When you look at percentage of pitches thrown this season, pitch arsenal for Ricky Nolasco. Jim will throw a lot more fastballs than he will be between that splitter, curve, and slider. He'll throw that 2-seam fastball and 4-seam fastball.
Ground ball to second. Phillips is there. Nolasco with his first 1-2-3 inning. We head to the bottom of the 4th. Scoreless.
Being brought to you by the Ram Rebel. Make the most of your summer at the Ram Summer Clearance Event going on now. And by Jerome's Furniture, home of Jerry's Price and proudly the official furniture store of Angels baseball.
It's the bottom of the 4th inning. No score. Phillips, Simmons, and Crone coming up for the Angels, trying to solve Andrew Albers, who's making the spot start tonight. Albers with 4 strikeouts, 1 walk, 1 hit batter, 1 single. Pardon me, 2 singles. Phillips lined out to Seager as the leadoff man in the 2nd. 0-for-1. Pulled foul.
Both pitchers tonight throwing a lot of off-speed pitches. Fastball has been effective when they're looking off-speed.
Oh, a little flare. Excuse me. Don't mind me.
Well, that's it. It's only fair to line drive to third, and you get a smile every once in a while from that one. And then jam shot flared into the outfield for Brandon Phillips. That's a base hit in all 9 starts wearing that Angel uniform here at the Big A. 343 batting average for Brandon Phillips here at the Big A. Ouch.
Patton, get off me swing. Set him up perfectly. That's exactly what he was trying to do.
You tried to take the sting out of the bat, but there was a lot of sting in that bat.
Simmons walked at the second. The only free pass issued by Albers.
Long look down to Ron Renicky on the 2-0 count here for Anthony Simmons. Don't necessarily think you're going to get a fastball. Got one.
One down. Haniger puts it away. C.J. Cron coming to the plate. Cron struck out in the second. Indians ended up losing tonight 2-1 to the Dodgers. That's the best overall record. So goes down.
3 teams this season in Major League Baseball with at least 100 victories. Houston, Cleveland, and the Dodgers.
Dodgers finished with the best record in baseball for the first time since 1974. They're still tied with the Rockies in the 7th. Line to the alley, right center field. It is a base hit. Haniger cuts it off. Phillips turns and heads to third. So the Angels, like last inning, have runners at the corners. This time with 1 out.
He's sitting there for C.J. Cron. Didn't try to pull it, stayed back. Shot that ball to right field. Fastball out over the plate. In the rotation, that's a 2-seam fastball. It's compared to a 4-seamer. Lines it in the right center field for a base hit. Brandon Phillips easily goes first to third.
Valbuena punched out the second.
And Valbuena looking for something that he could drive deep enough in the air at the very least bring home Brandon Phillips with the first run of the game.
Borderline pitch. Catches the corner. 1-1. Boston won today, so they clinched the American League East. Yankees and Twins were playing the wild card game.
By the way, Aaron Judge hit a mammoth home run today for the Yankees.
What else is there?
On the concourse at Yankee Stadium. Left center field.
Luis shoots one out to center. Should be deep enough. Hanneman going back. He'll make the catch. Phillips tagging, coming home. Crone tags, heads to second. 1-0 Angels. Valbuena with a sac fly.
So Valbuena with the 2 RBI double, drove in the last 2 runs last night, drives in the first run of the game tonight. The last 3 RBIs driven in by Luis Valbuena on that sac fly. Good base running too by C.J. Crone to get into scoring position himself. Breaking ball stayed upstairs, got the pitch he needed to hit in the air, hit that very well. The dead center field, picking up his 64th RBI. Brandon Phillips scores the first run of the game.
Maldonado struck out in the 3rd inning. Our team came in batting .223, 14 home runs, 38 runs batted in. Down goes Maldonado. The Angels are done here in the 4th, but they do get a run on the Valbuena sac fly. We'll head to the 5th. Angels on top.
The 5th. Reason why? Take a look at our tools of the trade, brought to you by Ram Trucks. It's really been that splitter tonight for Rick and Nolasco through the first 4 innings. That downward action, getting some swing and misses. Starts at the knees and ends up towards the dirt. Some weak contact also on that splitter tonight. Perfect location throughout this game so far with that splitter, something that generally he throws around 15% of the time for Rick and Nolasco, but that's not the case so far tonight as far as the use of a splitter. 31% of his pitches tonight, splitters. Fastball 43, slider at 16, and that knuckle curve at 10%. Where you affect the pitch so far in this game for Nolasco.
Ruiz, Beckham, Hanneman, 7, 8, 9. Chooch takes ball 1. Walked to the second. The only base on balls issued by Ricky. Coming off his first 1, 2, 3 inning. ball, 2 strikes.
That fastball drifted that down and end zone against Ruiz, the spot where he can square up the baseball. Just pulled that one foul.
Out towards center. Trout's got to go back on it. 1 away.
Elevated that knuckle curve a little bit.
Number 6.
Great part of the ballpark, though.
Backup grounded into a double play his first time up. It's like a little Brett Boone up there with the flow going.
Never a bad time to reference Brett Boone when you're talking about Seattle.
Two balls, 1 strike. Off the end of the bat towards shallow left, up to squeezes it, 2 down.
Changes speeds very well in this game to this point for Nolasco.
Had him in the center fielder. Popped out to Valbuena. He's 0 for 1. Out toward deep right field. Cole's going to watch this one go. First big league home run for Jacob Hanneman. Ties this game up at 1.
Hanneman's happy too. That baseball was thrown back in the field of play. It's easier to be able to retrieve that baseball. Going with the fastball. Short through that baseball and that swing for Hanneman to drive that one out. First big league home run.
Okay, why even go back to that fastball? The off-speed stuff's been so effective. As a matter of fact, he got him with the off-speed his first at-bat. He covered it. That's his first extra base hit in the big leagues. It's a doozy. Top of the order now in Gamble. So that 1-0 lead short-lived.
Always that thrill.
Rolled down the line. Crow will take it. So a 2-out home run ties this game up at 1 as we hit to the bottom of the 5th. by the Orange County International Auto Show at the Anaheim Convention Center Thursday, September 28th through Sunday, October 1st. Visit AutoShowOC.com for tickets. Top of the order coming up for the Angels in a 1-1 game here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Jacob Henneman getting to start tonight in center field. First major league home run. Calhoun, Trout, Upton trying to snap that 1-1 time. Cole hit by a pitch in the first inning, singled in the third.
And trying to sneak that fastball, and that drifted out over the plate. Pretty good pitch to hit for Cole. Back inside with another fastball. This time he missed it.
To one. That's driven out to center. Hanneman racing back near the wall. Gone! Big fly for Cole Calhoun. 19th of the season, and the Angels retake the lead.
Cole Calhoun, the Cole Cal boom to center field. 18th, make that 19th. Home run, 71 RBI for Cole Calhoun to center field. It's our top tier play, brought to you by Arco. Exit velocity of 105 miles per hour on that swing from Cole to get that out to center field. 19th of the season for Calhoun. Right back on top again. It's a 14th career home run for Cole Calhoun against Seattle. Most versus any opponent. Mike Trout with 26 versus Seattle. Most by any opponent for Trout.
Ball and a strike on Trout. 0-2. Cued up the first base line. Sliding play, and they just get Trout. One out.
Number 9, Justin Upton.
Dustin Upton 1 for 2. He had a base hit to right field his last time up.
Well, he had a real good long at bat last time. 10 pitch at bat. Got a base hit in the right field.
Broken bat, little flare. That's going to be a fair ball. Will Upton try to go to second? He will. Gamble up with it. And it's an easy double for Upton, a multi-hit game.
That's one of the underrated things about Justin Upton. We talk about the power he has. He's got good speed, too. It's his 44th double of the season. Right out of the batter's box, he was thinking double. Broke his bat right down that left field line. And with that speed, another extra base hit for Justin Upton. 79th extra base hit of the season for J.O.
Albers is done here after giving up that double. So pitching change for the first time. We're in the 5th inning. 1 out. Man in scoring position. The Angels up 2-1.
The majors. We talked about it a little bit earlier about Aaron Judge in New York. Stroman on the mound. Aaron Judge, look where this baseball ended up. The concourse. Aaron Judge, 52nd home run of the season. Speaking of home runs, Albert threw the ball well, but that home run and then double this inning. He's out of the ball game now. 4 1/3 innings pitched, 6 hits. Pretty solid effort for him. 5 punch-outs in the game.
Danny Altavilla comes out. This will be his 41st game of the year. 1-1 record at a 4.20 ERA. We'll face Albert Pujols with 1 out, 1 on.
Altavilla, pretty firm fastball, 94 to 99. He'll throw a slider and a changeup. And a pretty solid changeup. There's no intent behind that. That's a slider that slipped out of Altavilla's hand. Not a fastball, but a slider. Slipped out of the hand. You can see by the rotation that is a breaking ball. Albert able to get out of the way of it though. We said it often, and even though it's a mistake, that Albert responds very well to an up and in pitch. The very next pitch thrown to him.
Albert twice has hit a fly ball out tonight.
That's a good read by Justin Upton. Mentioned earlier, underrated facet of his game is his speed. Read that one, didn't get it far away from Ruiz, but good secondary lead. Read it, advances to third. See the slider in the dirt, a wild pitch, not far away from Ruiz, but a good read by Justin Upton. Now it's going to force the infield in for Seattle, giving Albert Pujols a chance to pick up his 101st RBI. Almost guarantee Albert's going to have the green light. He will be swinging if it's anywhere near the strike zone here. Chance to pass Eddie Murray, the Hall of Famer, on the all-time RBI list. Has been counted as a category 1920.
3-1 count. Cole opened up the fifth with a home run to center. 2-1 Angels. Runner out. Full count.
Especially when you know a hitter who's been successful driving in runs might have a chance to expand the strike zone. I would not be surprised if you see another slider thrown here against Albert.
That's a ground ball. Nice play by the backhand Beckham. And because he stumbled a little bit, it brings home a run, so Albert will get credit with the RBI, and that's his 101st of the year.
And now passing Eddie Murray in that all-time RBI list. 8th by himself, just 7 back of Jimmy Fox from the all-time RBI list, which has become a category of 1920. Beckham, pretty good range to get to that baseball. You know, when you look at this run right here for the Angels, that's all brought home by the hustle of Justin Upton. With some high fives by Albert into that dugout. A good base running there by Justin Upton.
One and 0.
Justin Upton with that smile on his face. What a job he did to be able to score a run there. Just out of the batter's box and a little flare to left field to get that and get that corner of that first base bag and work his way towards second for a double. And a good read on the ball in the dirt, and then scores on a contact play. Cole Calhoun homered off a lefty. His 19th home run of the season.
And 9 for 31 against left-handed pitching in the month of September.
And some walks in there too.
5 of them to be exact. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Phillips 1 for 2 with a single. Phillips goes down swinging. The inning is in the books, but Cole Calhoun led off the frame and snapped the 1-1 tie.
Yeah, that's a perfect swing by Cole. Pitch away, did not try to pull, and that's one thing he's done very well, especially against left-handed pitching in September. Home run to center, 19th of the year.
following the Angels all year long on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Visit angels.com/connect for more information.
Connect.
Halos up 3-1, top of the 6th inning. Ricky Nolasco back out. And here in the 6th inning, he's going to face Haniger, Cano, and Cruz. 2, 3, and 4. Haniger, couple of hits tonight. A double to the alley right center. And a single. Broke his bat.
75 pitches thrown for Nolasco tonight. Jammed them on a splitter off the plate in. Good slow knuckle curveball. Trying to find a way to get Haniger out. Already a double and a single.
Two now. And that is a fair ball. Just inside the chalk. Haniger on his way to second for this 3rd hit of the night. Good. Just trying to sneak a fastball.
Fastball. Inside out approach again. He's hit the ball so well the other way. We've seen throughout the season against the Angels. Lines out, went right down the line. Just inside the chalk.
Keenan Middleton loosening. Cano 1 for 2, had a single in the 1st. Fly ball to left in the 3rd.
Three-hit game of the season for Haniger. Career-wise, I should say.
That's pulled and gloved by C.J. Cron just at the last second. Nestled into the leather. 1 down.
Boy, C.J. has made some really good plays at first base this season. This might be his topper right here. What a play. That line drive by Robinson Cano. The leap, the hops. Nice play by Cron to get the first out of the inning. Instead of a run being in, ends up being an out. Play by Cron.
Haniger remains at second.
Knuckle curve, a get over first pitch strike, knuckle curve. Wouldn't go back to that pitch in that zone though. For Ricky, stay away, stay out of the strike zone.
This is hit towards short. One hopper under the glove of Simmons. That's going to be it for Ricky Nolasco. With Middleton ready to go, Cruz gets credited with a single.
One hopper. So often we see on that backhand landed Simmons, but it stayed down as he looks back at that dirt. He's waiting for a little bit more of a hop. Instead, stayed down low and ends up being a hit.
Pitching change here in the 6th inning. With one out, Nolasco's out. Middleton coming in. 3-1 Angels. Angels Baseball on Fox Sports West is being brought to you by Hyundai. There's no better time to buy a new Hyundai than now. See your local Hyundai dealer or visit buyhyundai.com. By Fios by Frontier. Get the best price ever on Fios TV, internet, and voice by Frontier. Visit fiosbyfrontier.com today. Ricky Nolasco in his last Angels start, more than likely. Unless the Angels somehow bring him back, but he's a free agent to be. 5 1/3 tonight, 7 hits, 1 run. 1 walk, 2 strikeouts, both of Nelson Cruz, and he departs with a couple of men on. As Keenan Middleton gets called on to try to get Kyle Seager. Final 2 outs here in the 6th inning with the Angels leading it.
Tell you what, is it secondary pitch, especially the splitter tonight for Ricky Nolasco was excellent. Same thing with that knuckle curve. Really good outing for Nolasco tonight.
Seager 0 for 2 with a pop-up and a ground out.
He has rolled into 14 double plays this season.
Last appearance for Keenan Wednesday in Chicago with 2 innings. 28 pitches.
Changeup. That's been a developing pitch for Keenan Middleton coming out of the bullpen. Use that as a starter. Mainly we've seen, especially early on, a lot of fastballs and sliders. This is a very good changeup. Out in front, you see how far he was out in front. Kyle Seager.
1-2. Got him. Fastball upstairs, 2 down.
Good fastball there. That's all set up by that perfect changeup. The change in speeds between the changeup at 86 and then his firm fastball at 97. Differential 11 miles per hour to get a swing and miss against a very good fastball hitter in Kyle Seager.
Lifted out to right. Calhoun underneath it. Middleton comes in and squashes the threat. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th inning. It's a 3-1 Angels lead. Stay connected with a fully customizable experience. Get Angels home screen icons and app features, as well as game day, live game video highlights, radio broadcast, statcast, news, and more. Download MLB.com at bat today. Altavilla back out for the bottom of the 6th inning. Came in and got the final 2 outs of the 5th. It'll be Simmons, Cron, and Valbuena for the Angels. Andrelton, a walk in the 2nd, a fly ball to right in the 4th.
Altavilla throws a lot of high fastballs, which should play into the swing for Andrelton Simmons. Showed those graphics earlier, 364 versus high pitches.
That's pulled down the left field line, and that is going to get down and go for extras. Simba around first. He's on his way to 2nd with his 38th double of the season.
Just another extra base hit for Simba. 54 extra base hits. About thigh high, about belt high on that fastball, turns on it, hooks it down to that corner for a double in scoring position for the Angels here, and C.J. Cron at the plate. Ruiz has thrown out 24% of base stealers this season. Depending on if Andrelton Simmons get a good jump, you might see him try to steal 3rd.
Cron 1 for 2 with a strikeout and a base hit.
Just watching Andrelton Simmons trying to time Altavilla, depending on his how many times he looks back towards Robinson Cano at 2nd. Hey, what a defensive play by C.J. Cron that last half inning. It's Robinson Cano. Going back to that play, Robinson Cano thinks he has a base hit. C.J. Cron with the hops makes an outstanding play on that line drive. As Brandon Phillips looks on. A little bit bigger lead for Andrelton Simmons at second. Cano trying to keep him close.
.98-mile-per-hour fastball on that last pitch. On it. Count remains 0-2. Fooled on the breaking ball. Backup calling for it. One down. Brings up Valbuena. Right off the mask on that breaking ball.
He's still pretty solid as far as moving around and keeping baseballs in front of him. Behind the plate, he's done it for a lot of years. Way out in front of the plate, knocks the mask off, but still quickly finds the baseball and does not allow Andrelton Simmons to get the third. See, when he's going with those taps and he'll go through the sign, that's where he wants the pitch located.
Two and one.
When you look at a catch, they'll put down the sign to 1, 2, 3, 4, wiggle for a changeup, but they're also tap certain parts of the body with the knees and the chest area where they want that pitch located. Version of the blinking light wave going here at the ballpark.
I haven't seen that in a while.
No.
Fan Appreciation Day. Valbuena launches one out to right field. Haniger moving back. He'll pull up, and that's off the wall. Ricochets back toward the infield. That will allow Simmons to come home. He will score. Valbuena with the RBI double. Second RBI of the night. It's 4-1 Halos.
And that's 4 RBI in the last 2 games for Luis Valbuena. Now 65 RBI on the season. 2 in this game, 2 on that pinch hit double last night. Sat back on that one and lines it off the wall. And a bat flip. That's a rocket off the wall. And gets away from Haniger because that ball was hit so hard. It wasn't easy for Anderson Simmons to read if he was going to catch that or not because of that ricochet off the wall out on the score rather easily from second.
Breaking ball misses inside. Maldonado twice has struck out tonight.
That's a pretty good slider after missing bad off the plate in with a slider.
Casey Lawrence getting ready.
Starting from behind that pitching rubber before he gets that foot on the pitching rubber to start attacking the strike zone.
Ball back. That's upstairs.
That's one of those ones we don't want up here.
No, that's the one that will ricochet off the awning or peacock. Look at these bars that we have here, by the way. Oh, it's for the lights.
Yes.
Not good.
And what I say, it hasn't been many baseballs hit up here yesterday. I should have really not have mentioned that.
Yeah, way to go.
Yeah.
Stay hot.
Yes.
Pull to the left side. Seager goes into a dive hazard. Only time to throw out Maldonado. 2 down.
A good play by Seager at third. And she's won a Gold Glove in that position. Second Seattle Mariner ever at third base. Adrian Beltre with the other. Good range, gets up. Does always has had that strong throwing arm to throw out Maldonado at first.
Calhoun homered his last time up. Been on board 3 times tonight. Hit by a pitch, a single, and that blast.
Cole Calhoun, 5th inning versus Andrew Albert, the lefty. Dead center field. 19th home run, 14th of his career versus Seattle. Fifth home run this season versus a left-handed pitcher for Cole Calhoun.
Cole down swinging, and the Angels' 6th is in the books. They do add a run of the Valbuena double. We're off to the 7th. It's a 4-1 Angels lead.
brought to you by T-Mobile, America's best unlimited network. Boston clinches the AL East with a victory today against the Astros. Colorado get that second wild card with the Brewers losing to St. Louis today. Bud Black, the manager, congratulations to Bud Black. Colorado going to that playoff, and take a look at our big story around the majors. Speaking of that, Red Sox, the punch out from Kimbrel. They're able to win the AL East. New York waiting on their tails. They had won earlier in the day, but Boston with that victory wins the division. Now the Yankees play Minnesota in the wild card game
at Yankee Stadium. 4-1. Halos here in the 7th.
That'll be Irvin Santana,
the Magic Man.
Remember how well he pitched against the Yankees in the postseason before, when he's a member of the Angels.
Bottom third of the order against Keenan Middleton. First one to Chuch Ruiz, in for a strike. Ruiz a walk in the second, a fly ball to center in the 5th.
With that wild card matchup in the National League, you have Torey Lovullo, first year as a manager with Arizona. Bud Black, first year managing Colorado. I mean, matching each other in the postseason, that wild card game. Victor, how about Andrew Romine for the Tigers today, playing all 9 positions in the game.
5th time that it's been done.
1/3 of the innings pitched, got an out. Former Angel.
Detroit won. Maybe if Ausmus had used Romine like that early in the year, he wouldn't have lost his job.
Play all 9 position for him, keep that job.
One-two count on Ruiz. Beckham on deck. Texas closed out the A's tonight. Rangers and the Mariners with the exact same record coming to play tonight.
Well, Oakland was trying to catch Texas. They lost last night and lose again tonight against the Rangers.
Joey Gallo at his 40th and 41st home runs. 1-2.
Well, that home run he hit against down in Texas was mammoth.
I think the one
here too. Yeah, here too.
The one up on the batter's eye. That was mammoth.
Is that 470, 480?
Something like that.
Being 490.
2-2.
Shot.
Chopper. Simmons. Got away. Take a look at Andrew Romine tonight, the SoCal native. One-time Angel. Bouncing around the infield. Scheduled to do this tomorrow, but they said that the weather forecast for tomorrow doesn't look very good, so they moved it up a day.
He played all those infield positions, all those outfield positions too, and playing it well. He's always been a very good defender. Then gets Miguel Sano to ground out on the mound. Hey, how about that, getting an effort to face Sano? I'd be throwing and running backwards.
Sano just activated. He's looking to get some live pitching before they make a decision as to whether or not he's going to be part of the roster for the wild card game. He has to face Andrew Romine. And he caught with a hand-me-down catcher's mitt from his brother Austin.
Yes. Remember earlier in the year when they had a fight, the Tigers and the Yankees, and both Romines had to get out there on the field, protecting teammates. It's no 1 for 4 in the game. That'd be a huge addition for Minnesota if he's healthy.
Foul, not a play. 1-2. Back of a double play ball, the fly ball to left. Junior Segura, 3 hits last night, got his average of 300, so probably won't see him tomorrow either. Got the fan appreciation wave going here at the Big A. Fireworks after the game tonight.
Quite a few pitches from now for Keenan Middleton, who's really done a nice job settling in this relief role. Started throughout his career, made that adjustment in spring into the minor leagues before getting the call up to the show. Very solid rookie season for Keenan Middleton.
Full count. Jacob Hanneman on deck. The Eagles have some action starting in the bullpen. And a walk. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Los Angeles Angels and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of Angels Baseball LP.
Couple pretty long at bats this half inning against Middleton. Louise with a long at bat before grounded out. Now a long at bat by Beckham for working the walk.
I think that's the one thing going to take away from this year for Keenan going into next year. His stuff is so good. Just get ahead and just finish hitters. Quit messing around.
Especially, I really like the use of his changeup. I think that's a pitch he should really utilize a lot next season. Got a sharp slider. He's got the power fastball, but that changeup and neutralizer. Closer type stuff for Keenan Middleton. At some point, he will be a closer.
Tampa Drojan first man up for the Angels. Follow Keenan. Hanneman slightly tardy on that fastball. 0-1 count. His first major league home run off Nolasco with 2 outs in the 5th inning. At that point, time to score 1.
.95-mile-an-hour fastball, upper part of the strike zone.
One ball, 2 strikes. 1-2 count, 1 out here in the 7th. Guy goes Hanneman.
That's the changeup. Again, a very good pitch, an effective pitch for Keenan Middleton.
The location key there, right?
Yes.
Especially you're late on a fastball the way Hanneman was. The last thing you want to do is leave one of those up.
And he made sure that pitch was below the strike zone to get a swing and miss at 86. Yeah, you could put that ball in play if it's elevated. But when you look at great closures, especially I go back to Eric Gagne when he was able to throw his fastball upper 90s, his curveball was in the 70s, but his changeup in the 80s. So you got differential in 3 different speeds with all 3 of those pitches. That's going to be important for Middleton moving forward. Changeup there at 85.
Well, no. 2-0. Gamble 0 for 3. Three balls, 1 strike. Three one. Full count.
More likely the last pitch for Middleton tonight, trying to finish off Gamble.
Now the payoff. Gamble shoots one out to center field. Trout has to come in on it. And it's stretch time here at the Big A. The Angels maintaining their 4-1 lead.
here, bottom of the 7th. Now it's time for In the Driver's Seat, brought to you by the new 2017 Kia Sorento. Mike Trout entering today, 446 on-base percentage, which leads the American League. Impressive once again for Trout in that category. He's reached base in 102 of the 112 games played. He led the majors last season, and it was a club record for on-base percentage of 441 for Mike Trout, the MVP of last season for Trout. Even better this season as far as on-base percentage. Outstanding season for Trout.
Casey Lawrence takes over, 26th game. That's combined between the Blue Jays and the Seattle Mariners. He gets Trout up to the Pujols. Trout 0 for 3. Well, it could have been too. Had the injury not occurred down in Miami, because he was off to a historic season by his standards. His best for sure.
3 for 5 in his career versus Lawrence for Trout. Yeah, exactly right. But that slide in Miami. Team did a pretty good job as far as staying close to that 500 mark without him, but still.
Down the line, just foul.
How quickly he got to 200 home runs, 200 doubles, 1,000 hits, 150 plus stolen bases. 2-time MVP, 3-time runner-up as far as the MVP voting. Going upstairs with a fastball.
At the time of his injury, May 28th, he was hitting .337 with a .461 on base percentage and a .742 slugging percentage. Over to third, Seager's there. One down. Brings up Upton. They've got the average up to 350 on that road trip when the Angels were in New York against the Mets. Upton 2 for 3. Single with a double, the run scored.
Very impressive at bat last time out for Justin Upton. Hustle double, advanced to third on a wild pitch, scored on a ground out on the contact play.
Two balls, two strikes. Upton has done a nice job since joining the Angels. Six doubles, 7 home runs, 15 runs batted in. Takes downstairs.
And more importantly, you see a lot more strikes thrown to Mike Trout since that point when Justin Upton came aboard. Had that group together with Trout, Upton, Pujols.
Breaking ball, and this is inside, and it's a walk. Upton's on board with 1 out. Pujols steps to the plate.
Go back to my Hyundai key for this game, delivering the goods. Albert Pujols last at bat. The infield ground ball provided another RBI for Albert Pujols, giving him 101 on the season and passing Eddie Murray on the all-time RBI list. 8th now in Major League history for Albert Pujols.
Upton's on the move. Little double clutch from Ruiz. No throw.
14th stolen base of the season for Upton. Big jump. Break a ball in the dirt. Couldn't quite get the grip of the baseball. Ruiz. Stolen base in scoring position for Albert again.
Here's the 1-2. With a slider. Halos got a run of the first inning, or 4th inning, pardon me. First run of the game. Seattle tied at the 5th on the Hammond home run. And the Angels answered back with 2 at the bottom of the 5th and 1 of the 6th. That's where we stand right now, 4-1. Everything in Major League Baseball, the final, except this one. Ground ball short. Upton will take 3rd. 2 down. Phillips 1 for 3, had a single with a run scored in the 4th. Tampa Drozian will pitch the 8th. 2-3-4 coming up for Seattle. This one out to a run. Haniger squeezes it, and we're off to the 8th inning. 4-1 Halos.
Baseball on Fox Sports West is being brought to you by the all-new 2017 Chrysler Pacifica, the new benchmark of minivans. Test drive one at your local Chrysler dealership today. By Mercury Insurance, we're on a mission to save you money. Log on to mercuryinsurance.com to get a fast, free quote and see how much you can save.
Top of the 8th inning, Cam Bedrosian takes over on the mound here for Keenan Middleton. This will be Grant Bedrosian's last appearance of the season. Pitched Wednesday in Chicago, an inning and 2/3. This will be his 48th overall game. 6-4 with a 3.43 ERA. He'll have a new second baseman. Caleb Coward replaces Brandon Phillips. No other changes for the Angels. Bedrosian to face Haniger, Cano, and Cruz. 2-3-4. 4-1 Halo lead.
Real nice job once again by Keenan Middleton.
Hitting in 2/3 from Keenan with a couple of strikeouts and a walk. Now, about a 4-hit game for Haniger. 2 singles, 2 doubles.
What do we say about going the other way? 3 of those hits the other way tonight. Staying back. Hitting the ball well the other way for another hit. 4th hit. 3rd time in his career, all this season, 4-hit performance by Haniger.
Robinson Cano 1 for 3, robbed in the 6th inning by C.J. Cron. One and 2.
Good fastball from Cam Bedrosian. 96.
Cano rips one, and this one Cron can't handle it. Underneath his glove. Haniger will stop at second, so the first 2 have reached against Bedrosian. 2 hard-hit baseballs.
Cano getting off the base, tried to backhand that hard-hit baseball by Cano, gets by him. First and second now with the very dangerous Nelson Cruz coming into plate.
Cruz 1 for 3. And a single in his last plate appearance. That one's outside for ball 1.
Very good power, but a guy, if you get a ball on the ground, can get a double play. 15 times he's rolled into a double play.
1 ball, 1 strike. First 2 of each here in the 8th inning. Ground ball towards second and under the glove of Coward. Haniger will come in to score, so that's 3 straight hits allowed by Cam Bedrosian. And it's 4-2.
Another RBI for Nelson Cruz. It wasn't that play right there that Caleb Coward was trying to keep Haniger close, and then he was going back to his position, then had to go redirecting, try to catch that hard hit baseball. Just touched the glove.
.119 runs batted in for Nelson Cruz with that single. He's had a 2-hit game. 10 hits now for Seattle. And here's Kyle Seager. Still nobody out. Seager 0 for 3. Oh, 2. Moving down the Angels' pen. And that's driven out to deep right center field. Kyle Seager has just given the Mariners a 5-4 lead.
Home run number 27 for Kyle Seager. And the Angels going to have to play from behind once again. Breaking ball that drifted out over the plate. Exit velocity of 102 miles per hour on that curveball. Stayed back. Home run last night on a curveball. Home run tonight on a curveball.
So a 4-1 lead has disappeared into the evening. 5-4 Seattle. Just like we had talked about, we were hoping that the Angels would take a lead out on and not have to do a comeback thing. They're going to have to come back. Second consecutive game. Seager is homer to Salas. Gets ready.
Overthrown fastball way up and in. See where the target was set by Martin Maldonado, up and away, and ended up being up and in.
Alonso gets into this one. Trout racing back, and it's a 2-run lead. 6-4 Seattle.
Just like the Angels last night in the 8th. Multiple runs scored. Seattle with 5 here in the 8th. Fastball ended up being the upper part of the strike zone. We talked about that lift and launch angle that Alonso has created. Another home run, 28th.
Rough last outing for Cam Bedrosian. 5 batters, 5 hits, including back-to-back home runs. Fernando Salas coming in with Seattle leading at 6-4. Stay tuned for the SoCal Mazda post-game report coming up right after the game. Fernando Salas takes over here. And it'll be Ruiz, Beckham, and Hanneman. This inning started with 4-1 Angels. Now it's 6-4 Seattle.
Big shot by Kyle Seager and followed up by Yonder Alonso's home run. Back-to-back home runs for Seattle. .199 home runs hit this season for Seattle.
Two home runs here in this 8th inning, and 3 in the game for Seattle. They've hit 48 home runs in the month of September.
In this lineup tonight alone, they have 4 straight batters with at least 20 home runs. Cano with 23 coming into the game. Nelson Cruz 39. Kyle Seager with a home run tonight. They're giving him 27. Yonder Alonso with a home run tonight, 28.
One down.
Number 6, Gordon Beckham.
So it brings up Beckham, the shortstop, so for 2. Walked his last time up. Out toward left center field. We'll stay in the ballpark. Up and over. 2 down.
Number 13, Jacob Hanneman.
Here's Hanneman. 1 for 3. Emilio Pagan getting ready. Hanneman rolls this one over to Crone. And the Salas settles things down, retiring 3 in a row. We'll head to the bottom of the 8th inning. 6-4 Seattle. Take a look at the in-game box score for the Angels. A couple of multi-hit games. Calhoun and Upton. Cole going deep in this one. Now Bueno with a couple of runs batted in, but the Angels trail it 6-4. As we begin the bottom of the 8th inning, it's Emilio Pagan pitching his 2nd consecutive night. Pagan, this will be his 34th appearance, 2-3 mark and a 3.26 ERA, 55 strikeouts, 7 walks in 49 plus innings. The Angels will have Simmons, Cronin, Valbuena 6, 7, and 8 coming up.
Pagan's fastball pretty firm with 91, 96. Slider and changeup.
Middleton a walk, a fly ball to right, a double, and a run scored. This one lifted out to shallow left center field. Hanneman is there, puts it away. 1 pitch, 1 out to start the 8th.
Number 24, C.J. Cole.
Cron 1 for 3, singled in the fourth. That is driven, but foul out in front of it. On a hanger.
That is way out foul.
And he knew it.
It's a pretty nasty breaking ball from Pagan. Painted the outside corner with it.
Number 18, Luis Valbuena.
He brings up Valbuena. Luis 1 for 2. Sack fly and a double. 2 RBIs. One ball, one strike.
Valbuena's had a solid game. Sack fly, RBI double, 4 RBI last 2 games. Including that pinch hit 2-run double last night in the 8th.
Two one. A little bit high. Full count.
Valbuena with 22 home runs, the season career high a couple seasons ago with 25. Now with 65 RBI in the season.
And he works the walk. And Maldonado gets called back. Ben Revere will come to the plate. 2-out walk. Maldonado finishes the night over 3.
Pinch hitting for your Angels, number 25, Ben Revere.
Revere 267 on the season. 9 for 28 as a pinch hitter.
321 batting average. Cole Calhoun will love a chance to come to the plate in this inning. Ben's been very effective on the first pitch, lining it back up the middle for a hit.
Tags just outside.
Patience here for Revere. Seen this in the past where pitchers come in out of the bullpen, get a couple quick outs, and all of a sudden a walk and lose focus.
Ben lines with the center. Yet again. 2 on, 2 outs. Bobbled, but nobody advances. Not with 2 outs. The ball didn't get far enough away either.
It's amazing how well he's used that middle of the field to be successful coming off the bench, whether it's a pinch hitter or get an opportunity to play.
Cole coming up, and it looks like that's going to be it for McGowan as we go back and take a look at that swing.
Talked about how good he is as far as shortening up and hitting that ball back up the middle. Does it once again. Third pinch hit single, bringing Cole to the plate.
Pitching change here in the 8th inning. McGowan retires the first here, and then a walk and a single. Mark Sapchinski gave up the infield base hit to Calhoun last night. Will come back in and face Cole. Angels down 6-4. Two men on. Cole Calhoun will come to the plate. He's going to face Mark Sapchinski. His second consecutive appearance. Sapchinski on the season 2-2 with a 4.02 ERA. This is his 64th game of the year. 31 plus innings, 25 strikeouts, 20 walks. And like I said, he's the guy that took the loss last night. Gave up the infield base hit off the foot to Cole. Cole eventually scored the go-ahead run of the double by Valbuena. Cole tonight is 1 for 2, pardon me, 1 for 3. 2 for 3. Single home run and a strike, and also hit by a pitch.
Sapchinski's fastball is 91 to 94. We'll throw a curveball, that slider, that sweeping slider, and a changeup. Mike Trout on deck.
Laid on it. Down was up at a ball and a strike. Valbuena at second, Revere at first. 1-1. Cole, a little flare out to left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Valbuena will be stopped right there. Gamble is playing very shallow. Gets it back in, and Trout will have to wait as they make a pitching change. So Calhoun continues his fantastic approach at the plate against left-handed pitching in the month of September.
He is taking what the pitcher gives him. Middle of the plate, hit one out to dead center field. Away or jammed, just flares it in there the other way. Knowing the importance to give Trout a chance in this inning, he does so with that base hit in the left field. Bases loaded for Trout.
Pitching change once again. Edwin Diaz coming out of release, 6-4 Seattle. Alive here in the 8th inning with the Trout single to left. So Valbuena's at third, Revere at second, Cole's at first, Edwin Diaz, closer, on for Seattle. This will be his 66th appearance. 4-6 and a 3.34 earned run average, 33 saves, 87 strikeouts, 64 plus innings here to face Mike Trout, who's 0 for 4 tonight.
Talked about him last night. Diaz 95 to 100 with his fastball and a sharp slider.
Tying run at second, Revere, very good speed. The first one's upstairs.
So far this season, about 84% of the time when he's behind 1-0, he'll throw a fastball.
1-0 pitch. And he got a slider. And it's 1-1.
And well off the outside corner with the slider, anticipating getting that fastball.
Breaking pitch, popped up. Shallow right, Cano's going out. Coming in is Haniger, and it's Cano with the basket catch. The Angels will leave him low as we head to the ninth with Seattle still on top 6-4. Dale Esguerra takes over here in the 9th inning for Fernando Salas, who retired the last 3 batters in the 8th inning. 19th game this year, 2-2 record at 4.88 ERA. It's been a while since he pitched. And he will get the top of the order for Seattle. Gamble, Haniger, and Cano trying to keep it a 2-run deficit before the Angels will send out Upton, Pujols, and Cowart in the 9th inning.
Good change up there for Guerra right away. He's got a plus change up.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Lead on that 93-mile-an-hour fastball after the change up the pitch before.
Pop up. Shallow right. Pulls there. Go down.
Number 17, Mitch Haniger.
Down the line, fair. A 5-hit game for Mitch Haniger. That's his 3rd double.
Two hits to left, 3 hits to right. This time stayed back in that, lines that one right down in the corner. First pitch swinging.
First 5-hit game for Seattle Mariners since August of 2015, and that was Robinson Cano. Cano tonight, a couple of hits, 2 for 4. 13 hits for Seattle, 10 for the Angels.
Just keep at that 2-run deficit, especially with Upton and Pujols coming up in the bottom of the 9th.
One-two to Cano. And he got him. Cano will just give up the opportunity to go to first. 2 down. Nice job by Gratterall keeping that ball in front of him.
And also, once Cano walked away, didn't make that throw. Otherwise, Haniger has that shot. Maybe you go into 3rd base.
Number 23, Nelson Cruz.
Nelson Cruz, a 2 for 4 games, singled home a run in the 8th.
Another amazing season for Cruz. 119 RBI.
Chopper to third. Valbuena's got it. We head to the bottom of the ninth inning. The Angels with Upton, Pujols, Coward coming up at 6-4 Seattle. Diaz ready to go. Justin Upton will lead things off. He's been on board 3 times tonight with a single, double, and a walk. Diaz got the final out of the 8th inning, retiring Trout with the bases loaded on a little flare pop-up to Robinson Cano in shallow right.
Diaz really has struggled against the Angels this season. With that big out against Trout with the bases loaded, though. Upton trying to create some doubt right away his first at bat.
The ball's 2 strikes.
One and two. Albert Pujols on deck. If Upton gets on, represent the tying run.
Breaking pitch, top foul.
Cole's had a solid game. He's had a lot of success against Diaz too in his career, including twice hitting a home run against him this season in Safeco.
Double that Upton had in the 5th inning, 44th of the year. Also picked up a stolen base. fouled off of Ruiz.
That ball right off the foot, especially the way that angle his foot was, on top of it.
One, two again. Down to the slider. One out. Pujols coming up. Albert 0 for 4 tonight. 2 ground outs the last 2 times up. Also picked up an RBI. That fastball's blown right by him. Last night the Angels came back and won. Tonight Seattle, a 5-run 8th inning. Back-to-back home runs to cap it. Take a 6-4 lead, I should say. It was 5-4 after the Seager home run, but then Yonder Alonso followed that up with a solo shot to right center to make it 6-4. 1-1.
It's amazing though, the Angels battled right back in the bottom of the 8th, had a chance.
2-out rally. Caleb Coward is on deck. Popped up. Carlos Ruiz calling for it. 2 down. So the Angels down to the last out. It will bring Caleb Coward coming up. It's his first plate appearance.
Now it's time for the Land Rover Above and Beyond Player of the Game. You mentioned that home run, that 3-run home run by Kyle Seager, putting the Mariners ahead in the 8th. He's our Land Rover Above and Beyond Player of the Game with that 3-run home run.
Ball and a strike on Coward. One. 1-2. Big 5 spot on that board in the 8th. Oh, they're looking to finish tonight and then tomorrow finish an even 500, but unless something happens here, not possible. So down the line, and that just goes foul. Cal remains at 1 ball, 2 strikes. Wrapping the season up tomorrow afternoon at 12:07 start. Buck Bridwell on the mound for the Angels. Coward strikes out, swinging, and the Angels drop game 2 of this 3-game set by the final of 6-4. We'll be back to wrap things up right after this.